Matthew McConaughey, Johnny Depp, Brad Pitt. These guys are all excellent actors, but there's a name they fear more than Voldemort whenever they go to an audition room, and that's
Leonardo DiCaprio.
When I started acting again, I'd always get to like the final callback. And we'd always lose to this one kid. No actor would ever say his name, but every casting director would whisper in that. It's Leonardo. It's Leonardo. Ah!
But how? How did Leonardo DiCaprio go from a teenage heartthrob, almost playing Spider-Man in a James Cameron movie, to completely reinventing himself, changing the way the entire film industry sees him? But more importantly, why does Leonardo DiCaprio suck so Sorry, that guy's a cry face. Anyway, the real question is, how did Leonardo DiCaprio become the... But first, this video is sponsored by absolutely no one. I don't got it sponsored. This is a brand new channel, and my father thinks I'm a disgrace. However, I'm giving a gift away to you guys all the way at the end of this video, so stay locked in. Let's jump into it. From starring in some small commercials and small roles in some television sitcoms, it only took 2 years from this guy to go from a direct-to-DVD sequel called Critters 3
about getting together sometime and doing something normal.
to an Academy Award.
No!
But how the heck did that happen? Well, I don't really know, but let me tell you what I found out after Googling it for about 20 minutes. It's 1974 and Leonardo DiCaprio was born and named after his mom felt him kicking in the womb while looking at a Leonardo da Vinci painting in a museum in Florence, Italy. Growing up as a kid, Leo either wanted to be a marine biologist or an actor. Two totally different things, but that was his dreams, man. It's crazy to think that in an alternate dimension somewhere, Leonardo's love for fish probably led him to a job at SeaWorld, but thank God we're living in the one where he's an actor. But he loved performing a little bit more. This guy wanted to be any kind of performer. I mean, he almost quit acting entirely at 11 years old when he went second place in a breakdance competition. But then at the age of 14, this guy started landing commercials left and right. Doing one for Matchbox, Kraft Singles,
Is watching his fat and cholesterol.
Bubble Yum, and even Apple Jacks.
Sweet Apple Jacks.
And in 1989, he played the role of Glenn in 2 episodes for a television show called The New Lassie, which was cool, but at this point, Leo was struggling to find a talent agent. And when he finally found one, the guy wanted him to change his name from Leonardo DiCaprio to Lenny Williams.
6 years old, 7 years old.
You get an agent at 6
Well,
years
I
old.
tried to get an agent,
Right.
but I didn't succeed because they wanted to change my name to Lenny Williams.
Gotta be the worst freaking talent agent I ever heard of in my life. But anyway, by the early 90s, this guy was getting regular work in commercials and TV shows until he finally landed his first feature film in a direct-to-DVD sequel called Critters 3. But out of every movie this man's ever made, this is the movie he freaking hates the most, saying he doesn't even want to remember Critters 3, viewing it as possibly one of the worst films of all time and the kind of role he wanted to avoid in the future. But he forgot about that right away because in 1992, Robert De Niro handpicked him to be in a movie called The Boy's Life, beating out 400 other young actors who wanted the role. And this is the movie that exposed his potential to Hollywood. Because in 1993, he landed his breakout role in a movie with Johnny Depp called What's Eating Gilbert Grape. And Leo's acting in this movie is just freaking insane.
Wake up! Mama, wake up! Mama, stop it now! Stop, Mama!
The film ended up becoming a major critical success and Leo won a National Board of Review Award and a Golden Globe/Oscar nomination, but he didn't win, which won't be the first time this man got robbed by the Oscars, but we'll talk more about that in a little bit. After that, this man started getting movie roles left and right, starring in The Quick and the Dead, The Basketball Diaries, Total Eclipse, Marvin's Room, Romeo and Juliet. And at this point, this guy was in his Bieber phase, becoming a teenage heartthrob of the 90s.
Police reckon that over 5,000 fans came to Leicester Square to see Leo. How did you feel when Leo walked out?
Oh, it just felt amazing. I couldn't believe I was seeing him.
But then this man had his canon event. After turning down a role from Paul Thomas Anderson to star in Boogie Nights, James Cameron put this man in Titanic, and yeah, this movie's not just good. It's freaking phenomenal. It made Let Her Get on the Door with her. James Cameron even tested this theory and found out it could have worked. He could have survived.
So I was really curious to see what that did to Jack's situation. And it's pretty interesting. He just might have made it until the lifeboat got there. Final verdict? Jack might have lived.
After this movie, this man went on the greatest cinematic run in film history, starring in The Man in the Iron Mask, turning down $20 million to be an American Psycho so he can star in The Beach, Gangs of New York, Catch Me If You Can, The Aviator, The Departed, Blood Diamond, Body of Lies, Revolutionary Road, Shutter Island, Inception, J. Edgar, Django Unchained, The Great Gatsby, The Wolf of Wall Street, The Revenant, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. This man couldn't freaking miss. But somehow, throughout this unbelievable run, he only got one Oscar.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
Thank you.
And the man had to get eaten alive to get this award by a bear. And at that point, the Academy was forced to give this man the award. But if you ask me, they would have gave it to the bear if they could have. But it would have been way too obvious that they got some kind of secret hate or vendetta with this guy. Because look, my theory is at this point in time, Leonardo DiCaprio was going viral for not winning an Oscar. And I remember that night specifically, Twitter was going crazy, blowing up, begging the Oscars to give him the award. So like the Academy always does, they folded under the peer pressure and they decided to take the safe route, make everyone happy, and just give Leo the award.
I do not take tonight for granted. Thank you so very much.
And that just blows my mind. Because it wasn't like this guy was just showing up in good movies and saying some lines.
He's really not an actor. Oh, what's acting? You show up, you say some stuff, you go home.
Nah, forget that. This man was putting his heart in every single role that he got. Because yeah, I know in his personal life, he's got a lot of controversy around him. Lots of people saying he's a party animal. People say he's a horrible human being. It's been said that he's only attracted to young women, that he's very out of control, he doesn't act his age. A lot of people say he's not even really talented and that he's been playing the exact same role in every movie he's ever been in. Others say Martin Scorsese is the true genius and he just put him on and he wouldn't be nothing without him. And sure, you could say whatever you want about this guy. But honestly, I have no idea who this guy is as a person. So I'm not gonna judge him because I don't even know him. But I could have an opinion on his work and all of the movies, TV shows, and acting roles he's done over the years. And truthfully, even though Hollywood has a bunch of actors that are insanely talented, so talented that I think that they're probably mentally schizophrenic because there's no way for them to achieve that level of character and personality shifting so fast, so rapidly, and so realistic. I just think Leonardo is the best in terms of acting range, movie catalog, talent-wise, and just in general. And I can honestly say that this is one of the few actors where I can say I enjoyed almost every single movie in his catalog. Even in his weakest movies like Don't Look Up, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, and some of his earlier work, I think it's insane that I found every single one of them at least entertaining. And now to come full circle 20 years later to make a movie like One Battle After Another, after turning down Paul Thomas Anderson to make Titanic, to unite together and make one of the better movies that's come out in the past couple of years, it's just freaking legendary, man. And sure, he might have some more movies in the works and he's nowhere near done, but just the stretch of movies he did from 1997 all the way to 2015 of just banger after banger after banger. In my opinion, I don't think any actor has ever done this before. So honestly, you can say and feel however you want about this guy, but in my opinion, I think Leonardo DiCaprio is... But if you somehow made it all the way to the end of this video and you're still looking at me and my disgusting eyebrows, I got a freaking gift for you. I'm giving away a PS5 or the game console of your choice. All you got to do is hype this video up, take a screenshot of it, and then reply with a picture of that to my pinned tweet on Twitter. And that's it. I'll be announcing the winner on YouTube and Twitter, so do me a favor, don't subscribe and don't like this video. Please, I beg of you, just leave me alone. I'm no good for you. Jesus loves you guys. Take care. God bless.